Hello and welcome to SBC. Today I'm trying to fix this beautiful 1980s calculator. It says big number dial on it and dual power. Problem is, it stopped working. I think my grandpa bought this back in the 80s, probably early 90s. Yeah. He used a lot of calculating stuff. He made a few millions on the stock market. Yeah, unfortunately, before he really retired and had time to really work his brain, he worked a lot with asbestos, and therefore he passed away in his early 60s. But he still managed to become a millionaire. And as I can see here, I have a few digits flashing. I think we have to take this apart. It's maybe just a bad connection. Well, we get something. I mean, it doesn't make much sense what we get. But since it says dual power, I'm kind of curious if just the button cell battery ran out of life and the old solar panel isn't giving it enough juice to really work on. I mean, it's at least it's communicating something. So let's see. By the way, this is the manufacturer TR80. So, oh, that's a bad screws in here. Some kind of slippery screws. Let's see if I can find a suitably small screwdriver in the screwdriver jar, which is a old baby food jar from when I was a baby. But it has already a broken hole in it, which I've taped. This might be a working one. Some of them are color coded here on top. Yeah, this one is the right one. Yeah, it's those small, extra small Phillips head kind of style screws. Oh. Yeah. Let's see what the problem is. I personally think it's just... I hope it's just a battery or maybe a connection that has gone bad. Baby, lately my dick is getting hard. I wanna fuck you till you turn a retard. Let's see if we can open this somehow. Don't see any other screws. So let's just take this spatula tool here. This is one of the mobile phone open tools. Let's see if we can get this in here somehow. We should be able to open this. It's old enough, so it was designed to be opened. Not that they ever intended someone to open it. But at least they were like, if someone wants to fix it, if it ever breaks, we don't want to lock him out, because we are not Apple Computer. I mean, seriously, how do people pay so much money for a product that's so unserviceable like an iPhone? That's just a scam. And if it doesn't physically break, they just make it obsolete by software. You know, that should be illegal. They should be forced to keep it software-wise updated or give you a free, 100% free new phone for it. You know, that should be the deal of it. If it's still working after 25 years, you get a free new one if you want to. If more than 1,000 people still use it, they have to make updates. I mean, they are rich enough. They can really afford making updates for all their products. So, here we are inside. And that's the whole deal here. And we have a button, Sally, here, which we will test soon. And we got some numbers here. 1590, that might be 15th day of 1990. I have no idea. CG 2003 TT. It's interesting. It's a bit of an, old circuit board design here. We have a Zener diode here. We have the one chip. This might be a resistor, diode or whatever. It's too small to really make it out. We have the solar panel connectors here. The flex board. Let's see if this is fine here. Let's see, on. Can we see anything happening? No, it likes to stay off. Okay, let's just push the battery out, because we should always see the easiest solution first. It's just, perhaps the old solar cell hasn't gotten enough light. Drop the screwdriver, don't worry. Oh, where is he? Where is he? Oh, there is he. At least it's not soldered to the board, so you see serviceability. $189. Ah, here we got a date, 1981. There we have the date. So, this definitely was bought by my grandpa back in 1981. So, yeah, this was back when he still was working at the toxic stuff from which they had no idea it was toxic back then. I got the battery is dead, which is to be expected from a battery from 1981. It lasted a long time, but no battery lasts forever. So now let's check if the solar panel is still doing something. Oh yeah, by the way, the aluminium backplate and the transparent LCD screen here. So let's see. Just use the connections on the board. Yeah, the solar panel is still working. So yeah. Yeah, if you shoot a movie, you could do a nice effect with a working one like this, where you calculate something from a top-down perspective, from a down-top perspective, and like film through the LCD screen, where you see then the numbers while they're tipping in the keys. Yeah, it's first of all, despite the battery working, maybe it's a rechargeable one that just started going bad. Well, let's just put a new battery in and see if it fixes it. So, and for the batteries, I've brought in my little current watches in repair kit with a pack of batteries. But a good source for those kind of batteries is your dollar store. You just buy some random, this is like Halloween themed item, which contains batteries, and they often contain those little button cells, you know. So let's just take one out. It will probably run with 2 cells as well. I don't know. They're usually overdriving the LED anyhow. Just put the others back in. Yeah, we have to stretch the... Let me stretch the spring a bit, which is a bit of a hacky if you like so. Just stretch the spring, it's a bit springier. Then it should work with only 2 of them, you know? As you see, it works also perfectly well only with 2 of them. It doesn't make great contact, but that's not really relevant. Yeah, this is not the, well, this is LR 1030. But they usually have all the same voltage. We will see as we test it. Let's put the multimeter in the screen. As you see, it's 1.4 volts. It's just like the normal AA or AAA. So worst case, this doesn't run it. It's not that it overpowers it. We just slippy slide it into the holder, which it obviously fits a bit snug due to being a bit thicker, but it shouldn't matter. There we go. And now let's see. Ah, it fixed it. How was did the boobs kind of thing still work? Wait, let me. That was 8, 8, 0 and 3? No. I forgot. How did the boobs kind of thing work? How did it work? Totally forgot it. And by the way, what I was talking about earlier, take the transparent back layer off, and you just, you know, hold this in front of the calculator, and you see someone like typing in the text. This gives you a great, you know, like a nerd setup or brainstorming setup where you're like sitting on that desk and punching in a number setup if you're a filmmaker like me. Yeah, fixed it. It's just that the solar panel didn't deliver enough power anymore to really run it, because, you know, it would have probably worked in totally bright sunlight, but, you know, here in Germany totally bright sunlight isn't that common. And another kind of hack you can do with this version of easy replaceable background, you can put something else behind it, like a picture, you know. Just let me grab something in case you like cookies, you know. You can make yourself a Cookie Monster calculator with the cookies behind the picture. A bad example. But you could like put a picture of your wife or children or the boat that you wanna have once you're rich. Yeah, they tell you growing up very rich was a really pleasant thing. Especially back in the day when being rich was really, really great. So, let's just take a pen and write the date when I replace the battery. And, you know, I usually write when I serviced something, put a note into it what I have done. You know, just a strip of tape that you put down in it. That reminds me, oh yeah, last time it was just a battery. Yeah. Hope you've enjoyed this little video, and now you know that your 1980s calculator might just need new batteries. 9999999. Yeah. Wait, we are back. I have just used the multimeter to confirm put it on the screen that this is actually a rechargeable battery in it. See the numbers? So what we have to do in order to use the standard non-rechargeable battery, we have to disconnect one of the wires from the solar cell, otherwise it just overcharges a non-chargeable battery and it will leak and make a chaos. So just snip one of the wires or get a rechargeable one of these. I have fixed more complicated things, but you know, with the history behind it, this is just, you know, this feels special. Yeah, just ruin it. Yeah. And I've completely forgotten how to write words with a calculator. We did it in school, you know. I know sometimes you turn the display around, but totally forgotten how to work. Yeah, this is it. Now you know how to fix such a calculator. Just replace the rechargeable battery. And don't use a non-rechargeable unless you are willingly disabling the solar panel. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let me type in 1901. Toll. Try it on. 1981. 1981.